Hey, how's it going? I'm Nick and welcome back to I Could Do That DIY for another doll repaint video. Today I'll be customizing Honey, the doll that I designed and created myself. Alright, now let's make something weird. This version of Honey is actually going to be a two-faced Honey, or kind of one face splitting into two, or one person splitting into two, starting at the face. Here's the sculpt for the face. Super cool, right? She'll have 2 ears, 3 eyes, 2 noses, and 2 mouths. Pretty cool. I'll print her in ELEGOO water washable resin in beige. But before we get into it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the video. Also make sure to hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all of our latest projects. If you haven't already checked out the website, go check it out. www.thehoneydoll.com. There are a bunch of different options on the website for you to explore. You can purchase a stock honey or customize your very own. There's always new things being added to the shop, so make sure to keep an eye out. Currently the website is having a huge winter sale. You can get up to $100 off on select items, so definitely check that out. Alright, now let's get to the project. I'm super excited because ELEGOO is nice enough to send me a brand new SATURN 4 Ultra printer. Let's go ahead and unbox it. This is the new ELEGOO SATURN 4 Ultra unboxed. This is super exciting for me because my original printer is the ELEGOO SATURN and it's been my workhorse for a really long time. Look how awesome it is compared to my old printer. Much bigger and much more fancy. Super cool. I'm really excited to see how it prints compared to my old printer. Thank you so much again to ELEGOO for sending me this. Now let's go ahead and print the doll. My first print was somewhat successful. I was able to get a couple parts, but I don't think I have the settings quite dialed in. I tried again for my second print and everything turned out just fine. It was as simple as just adjusting a slicing setting. Compared to my old printer, it printed super fast. Now I'll just pry everything off of the print bed and clean it up. I'll prep the rest of the doll off screen. The first thing I'll be working on for this doll, since she has such a unique head shape, is the wig. I've already prepped the wig cap off screen. I've made it and painted it orange because she's going to be a ginger. I'll be using nylon hair wefts and gluing them on with some super glue. I'll start by gluing on the perimeter and work my way up. I'll go around in a concentric pattern. Once I work my way all the way to the top, it looks like this. Now we can glue on the parting wefts. I'll do the other side off screen and give it a nice steam. Now she looks like a red-headed cousinette. To fix this issue, we're going to be cutting some bangs. I'll take some big chunks off and do most of the refining off screen. And then after that, we can finally get to the face. Here's a closer look at the face. I personally love how she turned out. 3 eyes is really fun. As usual, I'll start with the watercolor pencil to lay out my eye shape. I'll start at the left and work my way over. Once I finish the center eye, I'll do the same thing I did for the right eye to the left eye. Now let's go ahead and give her some freckles using some watered down acrylic paint. I'll just put them on and blotch them around with my finger. After a few layers and letting it all dry, it looks pretty good. Now I'll be adding some veining with a blue watercolor pencil. Alright, now let's add some more color to the face with some pastels. Next, I'll use some white pastel to add some highlight and dimension to the face. Once I add some color to the lip, I think that's pretty good for the first layer. I'll seal my work so far with some Mr. Super Clear. Then I'll proceed to the next layer. I'll continue to add color and detail with some watercolor pencils and pastels. Alright, next I'll go over the upper eyeliner shape with the black watercolor pencil. Once I finish up doing this for all of the eyes, I'll add a little bit more color to the lip and move on to the next layer. On the next layer, I'll be using a black acrylic paint to go over the black that I just drew in. After that, I'll use the brown watercolor pencil to draw in the lower eyelashes. I'll start at the right and work my way to the left. Once I'm done drawing in the eyelashes, I'll use a brown pastel to make the bottom eyelashes look a little bit more full towards the base. And I think that's pretty good for the face. I'll seal it in one more time, and then move on to adding some faux eyelashes to the upper eye. For this doll, I'll be using Kiss brand faux eyelashes in the style Flirty. I'll start by taking them off the package and measuring them to the eye. I'll cut them the appropriate length and use some quick dry tacky glue on the eyelash and the eye, and attach them. I'll start at the center, let it dry, and then do the other two. Off screen, I both made and put in some light aqua eyes with some poster putty. Here's how they turned out. Nice! Alright, before we move on to the outfit, I have some exciting news to share with you. I'd like to introduce you to my new website, Honey Studio. Honey Studio focuses on 3D printed home goods, accessories, and more. There's a wide range of vases, planters, vessels, dishes, and accessories. Everything is made using a filament 3D printer. New items will be added all the time, so make sure to keep an eye out. Make sure to check out all these awesome things at www.honeystudio.shop.com. Also follow our Instagram at honey.studio.ny. Alright, now let's move on to the outfit. So I really like the stripe on this dog t-shirt I have. I actually have two of them and they're the wrong size for my dogs, so I'll be using that. They're not quite the right color, so I'll be tinting it aqua to match the eyes with some red dye. I'll start by sewing the socks since those are pretty easy. I'll start by hemming the top opening with a zigzag stitch using a piece of paper to stabilize it. Then I'll sew the back seam and turn it right side out. After that, I'll move on to sewing her turtleneck. I'll start by sewing the shoulder and neckline seam. Then I'll hem the sleeve opening and attach the sleeve. After that, I'll hem the neckline edge with a zigzag stitch and close up the other shoulder seam. Then I'll attach the other sleeve and hem that sleeve opening. Next, I'll sew the side seam and underarm seam. Then I'll hem the bottom opening and sew the other side seam and underarm seam. Once I flip it right side out, that's all done. Once I finish this up, I'll move on to the jumper. The jumper will be made out of denim. I'll start by hemming the bottom skirt opening. Then, using a facing, I'll finish the top edge. I'll flip it right side out and do a top stitch along the edge. Then I'll hem the top edge of the two pockets. Off screen, I'll fold over the excess and then I'll place them onto the jumper and top stitch them to secure them. Off screen, I made a 1/4 inch spaghetti tubing for the strap, and now I'll do a top stitch along the edge. Next, I'll add a Velcro closure to the back. Off screen, I glued in the straps and added some faux buttons to the front. They look super cute. Now let's move on to the shoes. I designed and 3D printed these chunky platforms. I'm just going to paint them blue, as well as paint the nails to match. I think she needs a little accessory, so I designed and 3D printed using my filament printer a jump rope. Right now it's printing the handles. Here's how they turned out. Perfect. Now I'll use some string to make the rope. I'll put them through the hole, tie a knot, and add some glue to secure it. I'll do one side, measure the length to the other side, and do the same thing I did on the other side. And with that, the doll is complete. So here's how she turned out. I really love the result. She looks super creepy and super cute. I just really love how the head turned out. The 3 eyes, the 2 mouths, and the 2 noses were just so fun to work with. And there's something really fun about the turtleneck and jumper combo. She's just a little odd and creepy. Especially with her jump rope, I just picture her saying, "Come play with me." Anyway, do you like her as much as I do? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Also, if you have any other fun ideas. Thanks again to ELEGOO for sending me a brand new printer. If you're interested in getting a printer of your own, make sure to check out their website. There will be a link in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and for the rest of the video, enjoy the remainder of the photos. Thanks again for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!